All right, welcome to the Boot Hill Sports Network, and I'll take the over podcast. I'm your host, Mark Manley. Got Johnny Grissom with us. How you doing, John boy?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Y'all?
Good. We got doing
Yeah.
great. How about big? What is it? Big Lame James?
Yeah, it ain't big game James. It's big lame James, like I've been saying all
Uh,
year.
can't win the big one, right?
Never, never. James Franklin is the equivalent of John Cooper.
John Cooper and the old sweater vest. Him and
Yeah,
Trussell.
he couldn't beat Michigan. James can't beat Ohio State.
Gotcha. Hey, in the bottom right hand corner, we got Eddie. Great job, America Rule. How you doing, Eddie?
Good. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'm 45, believe that or not. So, Donald Trump, he's with us over in the left hand corner, and he's got 45 right there.
How we doing, guys? Hey, Josh, congratulations on big game, James. We told you he's Brian Kelly 2.0. And I'm glad that you got them idiots in Pennsylvania on the right train. Thank you so much for what you did in getting us back in the White House.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I know those liberals up there are tough, but hey, you did great. Checks in the mail, brother. Champ, happy birthday.
Can't hear you, Mark.
Oh, here we go with those new headphones.
The Russians have already gotten taken over.
Guess what I got on Amazon today?
Yeah.
I think you got those off Temu.
Anyway, I think he was heading to me. It was my turn to speak, maybe, wasn't it?
That's what it is. Yeah, he must have lost signal trying to get to you.
Yeah, now I'm blanked out. I don't know if here I am. But you're talking bad about your coach. The big games are ahead of him. That game there didn't matter nothing. You're still in the playoffs. You're still fine for the playoffs. The big games are coming up later on. So we'll see how it goes on them.
I don't disagree with that. I get what you're saying. However, when you're 1-10 against Ohio State, thank you. It's a big game. It does matter. You get what I mean?
I guess only 3 or 4 of them ever win big games because Ryan Day, he finally won a game. That's the first top 5 team they beat since 22 or something like it. 21, 22, something like that. He ain't won no big games. Who else?
But Doug, that's what I said earlier this year. If Ryan Day doesn't win the big game, he's fired. You're talking about 10-1, 11-1. If he didn't beat Penn State, Michigan, if he doesn't do something, he's out. They're tired of it. They expect championships. He's out. I promise.
Pretty much as everybody's beating Michigan now this year.
Man, they are not very good.
How big a game is that to beat Michigan?
Well, I mean, it's still Ohio State, Michigan. It doesn't matter.
It's a rivalry, but it's kind of
remember, both Schembechler knocked the son bitch out running down the sideline. So you tell me.
It's kind of like Alabama beating Auburn this year. It's not really a big game. It's a rivalry, but it ain't a real big game.
Look at what Vandy's doing this year.
Who's that?
Vandy.
Alabama State champs.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully they become Tennessee. Hopefully they become Tennessee State champs. Take care of them at the end of the year.
That might be pushing.
It might be, but I hope so. I am hoping.
I keep doubting them. They keep winning.
Well, we got them on our picks this week, so.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got you. The host is back.
Your birthday has been awesome.
Right.
Yeah, you might want to send that birthday microphone back because it don't work.
Man, I've had that thing a while, and I got stranded in Alabama, so all my other stuff's in Alabama in my ambulance. So that was a backup one. You see why it's a backup.
I saw the Hello Kitty sticker on the side, so it must be.
There you go. Yeah. It's a gaming headset for some reason. But all right, man, let's talk about your thoughts on last week there. I don't know. I guess you already touched on a little bit of it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Any other thoughts?
We was talking about the polls, the first college football playoff poll come out.
All right. Speaking of that, yeah, we'll go over that here in a minute. Let's see. Number 25 is Army with Mizzou 24, Clemson at 23, Louisville at 22, Washington State at 21, and then Colorado at 20. What do you think about that? The 20 through 25 there, Doug.
Man, we coming. We taking receipts. We coming. Hey, and Army, interesting thing is Army is the only team left. They have not trailed 1 second this year.
That's right.
Not one second.
Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and say that Clemson is overrated, even though at 23. How many games do they have won against a team with a winning record? I'm going to tell you right now, it's 0.
They beat a lot.
They are
of
not
bad
top
teams.
25 teams. Exactly.
They have beat a lot of bad teams.
What you guys think about Washington State sneaking up in there?
With a no conference team, yeah.
Yeah. The
Hey.
Pac-2.
Can't beat a Cougar, baby. I mean, that's what it is.
That's right. All right, we'll move on. Number 19, Kansas State. Pittsburgh at 18. Iowa State with a loss. They are at number 17. Got their first loss the other day as Ole Miss comes in at 16. LSU, Doug's Tigers there, and Johnny's sitting at 15. Followed by A&M at 14. SMU at 13. Boise State at 12, Alabama 11, Notre Dame 10. I know you got some thoughts on those, Doug.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you who was a big winner that didn't even play a game this last week was Colorado. With Kansas State losing and with Iowa State losing, they're right there in the mix, and that boosted them up. But they made a great leap without even playing. But that helped them. And LSU, we're right there in striking distance. The playoffs have started for us. It's lose and we're done from here on out. So we're in the playoffs right now.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
loser, that game's out.
Oh yeah.
hey, I'm gonna give my mic time and impression of Notre Dame to my brother Kenny because I know we feel the same way about Notre Dame. So, go ahead, Bob. Tell them about it.
Another team that gets to make their own schedule. They get to cherry pick who they want to play. They're gonna find a way to screw another conference out of a spot. They're gonna get in because they bring their own TV deal. They bring about $50 million to the table. That's the bottom line. They shouldn't be there. They should have to play a schedule that's either in a conference or picked by somebody other than themselves. And that's it. You want to say you want to be part of the ACC? That's fine. Play the ACC. Don't go cherry pick the 8 teams you want to play. They're all bottom feeders.
They do one other thing, Kenny.
What's that?
They win, win, win.
I mean, fuck, when you play a Division II schedule, you should win, win, win. Maybe Brian Kelly should take that motto and pick schedule so he can win.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the Dallas Cowboys of college football.
You're exactly right about that. That's a good comparison, Josh. Eddie, you got any thoughts, man?
Man, biggest loser was Iowa State. They choked it up right at the end.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Are you saying that from a parlay perspective, or did you watch the game?
From a parlay perspective, them and
I was asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
The parlays, boy. How many teams you have in that parlay?
It was 4, and they're the only one that didn't hit.
Man. All right, number 9, BYU, those Cougars. Indiana getting a lot of respect. Come in at number 8. Good for Indiana, man. Glad to see that. Tennessee Vols at 7. Penn State at 6. Texas at 5. The Hurricanes of Miami still hanging on and undefeated at number 4. And by looking at their schedule, they might finish the year at 12-0. Georgia at 3, Ohio State at 2, and Oregon at number 1. Any thoughts on that, Kenny?
Well, yeah, Miami is going to be undefeated because they play a JUCO schedule from here on out, and it doesn't matter who they play in the conference championship; they're going to win, so they're going to get in. Tennessee once again is probably the most offensively challenged team in the top 10. Their defense is going to win the rest of their games. They're not very good on the offensive side of the ball. They do just enough to win, but their defense is the reason they're winning. So, but I do believe if they have one little slip up, they're gone as well.
BYU
Anybody else?
captain. BYU. They've got 2 top 25 team wins against this ranking. How is Miami above them? How is Texas above them? No ranked wins on those schedules.
Because of the name. That's and
the conference.
BYU, even though they're ranked 9th, if you look at the playoff predictor, they get a first round bye. They'd be 4.
Yeah, they're 4.
They'd be the 4th seed. But I'm with you. They've done more than these teams that are ranked way higher than us. They've done more than Ohio State.
But it's what you bring to the table, and BYU doesn't bring enough to the table, and that's the shitty part of this whole deal.
It's that logo on the helmet.
Well,
that's the shittiest
I would
part
imagine
of this whole deal.
The coach likes that from a motivational standpoint, though. He'll have these boys fired up.
Sure he does, but when it comes to seeding and rankings, that makes all the difference in the world. It's just like the NCAA tournament. Difference in a 1 and 2, we say that's not a big deal. When you get down towards that Elite 8 game, now you're playing a 3 instead of maybe a 5,
4
6.
or late. Oh,
yeah. I mean, you're drawing some good competition once you get past the first 2 games. You got some games.
If you take BYU's record and the same schedule, and you put Ohio State on their helmet, Ohio State's number 1 in the nation.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You just talked about Indiana, Doug?
Can we answer Sherman's question real quick?
I'd love to answer that.
Go ahead, Josh.
Because first of all, James Franklin's an idiot. Second of all, you run the ball 3 straight times up the middle to the center, right between the tackles. Stupid. Then you want to pass it on 4th down when they know you're going to pass it? You're a clown.
But not only that, but you're passing it in the back of the end zone. The whole time, the play that got you to that goal line was 44 going outside in the Wildcat, getting to the 2 or 3 yard. Run him again.
No, let's run it up the middle 3 times for 6 inches.
Yeah, James Franklin, he was honoring, to answer your question, Sherm, James Franklin was honoring Joe Paterno because Joe Paterno, when it's 1st and goal from the 2, he will run the ball 4 fucking times up the goddamn middle and lose 1 or 2 yards on each pop because that's how it was. And people always wonder why Penn State only won a couple national championships with Joe Paterno. That's why. And that's why James Franklin won't win the national championship with Penn State. And just want to let Penn State people know out there, it only costs about $7 million to buy him out. Buy him the fuck out. Get rid of his fucking ass. I've been saying it all fucking year. Get rid of him. Go ahead, Doug. Say what you will. Get rid of the motherfucker.
Tell us how you really feel, man. Hey, I will say this. I was very surprised that James Franklin told that quarterback throw it into four defenders there. That was kind of crazy. He said, go throw it out there to that boy that's guarded by 4 of them. That was a crazy call. Franklin should have never told him to do that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I do, on a side note, I do want to give a shout out to Indiana, man. They played some good ball this year. It's gonna suck or whatever, but I hope nothing but the best for those guys, and I hope they do well the rest of the year because keep in mind,
for sure.
their head coach came to Penn State this year and is their defensive coordinator, so they're doing all this under a brand new coach to start the year. Too. So good job, Indiana.
He wins everywhere he goes.
He sure does. He's good.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna poach him soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
LSU.
It might be Florida State.
We don't want him.
We can't. We're 60 million in the hole. We can't even go get a homeless guy off the corner.
You got to stick with Norvell, don't you?
We're good with our guy.
I mean, we just finished paying off Taggart. We still got Dumbo.
We got 5-star, 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 5-stars.
Hey,
we know what we play.
all over the place.
9 wins,
Five stars
9
don't
wins,
mean
9
nothing.
wins. That's congratulations.
hell, I heard Florida State owes Bobby Bonilla some money.
You take
I mean, if he'll
Is that not the greatest contract ever?
Man,
you can have the X's and O's. I'll take the Jimmys and the Joes. 5-star, 5-star.
I'm going to petition.
9 wins. 8 wins.
I'm going
9 wins.
I'm going to petition Donald Trump to make Bobby Bonilla Day a national holiday. It needs to be celebrated as the greatest
I
contract
agree. And
ever
it's
done.
they're going to get keys to the country.
Keys to the country. All right, Steve Brown got a question for us, guys. Got here late, but talking about schedules. How many ranked teams has Miami played?
0.
None.
None.
And just in case you missed it, Dad, Mark, you missed it, but Clemson, no, you saw it. Clemson has not won a game against a team with a winning record. They suck.
Damn.
That's Dabo. It's all Dabo's fault.
All right, Doug. Before we get on with the picks, give us some score updates from last week.
Man, I don't like these scores because these wild cards, just like last year, these dadgum stupid wild cards we never should have started are killing me.
That's what we started them for.
We had, I don't know.
Just to kill you.
We had 2 wild card hits last week. But anyway, before those, we got the top scorer without the wild cards was Eddie there. At 13.
Again.
He got 13 out of 20. I got 12.
I'm going to protest that. I got 14 on my sheet. We'll talk after.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
We'll have to check it out.
Eddie.
Anyways, I got 12. JB got 12. Kenny got 11. Johnny got 10. And Crybaby Face again got 8. Mark got 8. But now,
Crybaby face on my birthday. But you know what? I ain't going to wear that crybaby face because we are a happy nation.
we're all winners today. That's right.
That's right.
Kenny and Josh both hit their wild card, so they get a bonus 5 points. That puts them both to 17 for the week.
I think Josh almost hit his score-wise, too, didn't you, Josh?
He was
Missed
close.
about 2 points. I had 45-20, and it was 45-18.
Woo, boy, that'd been another 5.
Down another
Yeah.
5. He was close on it. So we got the total. We've got Eddie Derrick still leading the pack with 110, maybe 111. We'll discuss that out. Coming in second, Kenny only 3 behind the 107. We got a new number 3. That's Johnny Hurricane Grissom there at 102. Mr. Consistent has fallen to 4th with 100.
Hey, you still consistent. You consistently falling. I'm about to catch you.
You got 96. You 4 behind me.
Woo!
Mark,
I
you
feel
got
one
86.
spot.
Yeah, I'm in the 80s.
86.
Woo!
We don't have
Hey, I
Yeah,
got-
Josh. I'm coming, Josh. I'm only 10 behind you.
I got 10 on Mark now.
I know.
Sloppy boy.
With a week you missed.
I'm like Bill Goldberg. Who's next?
Ah,
Not me.
Doug
I'm coming
Edwards. Mr. Consistently Falling.
on. Mr. Consistent's moving up. I got
All
my
right.
stars this week.
Uh-oh. All right, let me put my glasses back on here. We'll get on with our picks. Game number 1 is actually tomorrow night, I believe it is, or Friday, maybe Appalachian State 4-4 versus Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina -1. The over and under is 61.5. I'm going to go with Coastal Carolina at home, and I'm going to take the under.
Well, you got half that right. It is going to be under. But
Yeah.
I'm taking App State.
That's why I'm marching last.
It's my risk pick.
Close to the last.
Every pick of yours is a risk pick.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm gonna go with State +1, and I'm gonna go under.
Got half that right, Johnny.
Neither team
Yeah.
plays good D. You got to ride the homeboys in those games. Coastal Carolina and the over.
Well, I'm gonna stay with Johnny and Team Kenny as always, holding the baby. Look at that. I got to take App State, and I'm taking the under too.
Well, that was a
That's
good
right.
take right there. But you won't gain any on me this week on that game because App State, I'll take 1 point. Vegas, you got the wrong team favored. App State's going to win this game. Score's going to stay under 61.5.
Yep.
Try to get Kamala out of the background there.
She's still crying. Sounds like her crying back there.
Still crying. She's still wanting them to recount.
She's hungry.
She's only 5 million down.
Yeah.
All right. Next game is a ACC game.
Hey, Mark, hold on real quick. Kenny,
Yep.
Kenny, what does your sweatshirt say?
I'm an asshole.
So,
So if you don't want your feelings hurt, walk away.
That's right. That's right. Tell them, Kenny.
What does the
Y'all
D
need-
stand for, Mark?
Hey, you need some Jesus in you.
We went to that gay wrestling event.
No, it wasn't gay. It was Pride Festival.
Right, it was gay. So Mark comes in town. We go to this gay wrestling event down on the river at Tom Lee. I don't know it's gay till we get there. Bunch of queers running around. I've got a shirt on that says y'all need Jesus. And the guy running, he comes to me and Mark because he knew we were gonna get on the mic and start talking. He goes, "Y'all can't make any gay jokes." Mark handed the mic back and said, "Well, I can't say shit then."
I had me an LGBT shirt on, stand for Liberty, Guns, Beer, and Trump. Yeah. Right on. All right, so let's move on now. We'll talk about Miami at number 4 in the nation.
Whoa. It was Cal.
Alan Wake.
I
Oh,
paused
we
you.
still at Cal.
Yeah, sorry,
Y'all
I
interrupted
paused
me.
you.
The Cal at 4-4 versus Wake at 4-4. Cal favored by 7.5. Over and under is 54.5. I'm going to take Cal and the under.
West Coast team coming to the East Coast. It never fares well. I'm gonna take Wake in the 7.5 and the over.
I'm gonna take that Blue State Cal. I'm gonna go under on that one.
I don't see how Cal's favored. They're 0-4 in conference. Like Kenny said, traveling. Give me Wake and the points and the over.
Didn't Cal beat a SEC team called Auburn, or was it Auburn's only win?
Auburn's won 2, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna keep this short. I don't think either team's very good, judging by
That's
the
right.
record, of course. But I want to take Wake. Give me the points with them, but give me the under on this.
Yeah, Cal's getting real tired. It's getting late in the season. They're getting real tired of all that travel, man. They've logged some miles, and I'll take a home dog of 7.5 points. Come on, give me Wake Forest. You got the wrong team favored. I think Wake Forest gonna win this game, and I'm gonna say it stays under.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, next on our schedule is number 4, Miami at 9-0, taking on Georgia Tech, who is 5-4. Miami favored by 10. Is that right, fellas?
13.
13.
13. Over and under is 63.5. Yeah, that's what I changed the line. That's why I was wondering what it was. So give me Miami. Minus the 13, and I'm going to take the over of 63.5.
Well, I'm gonna jump on Coach Rule's train here, and I'm gonna ride Cam Ward. I'm gonna give the 13 and take the over. That dude's just straight slinging it. Nobody's gonna stop him the rest of the year. I really think Miami might cover the over/under by themselves if Cam wants to.
I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes too, man.
You got to.
Oh yeah, I went
You're
against
Hurricane
I
Johnny.
mean, Hurricane Johnny, you got to take the Hurricanes.
Yeah, we got one out there coming this way, supposed to, but I went against Miami last week and lost. I'm gonna go with Miami minus 13, and I'm gonna take the over.
for everything Kenny said, give me the Canes and the over. I mean, they're going to want to prove there should be number 4, so they're going to come out slinging.
I'm going to take the Canes to cover, but I'm going to take the under because I just don't see Georgia Tech honestly scoring very much at all. I don't see them scoring at least 20 on them, so I'm thinking this is going to be like a 45-10 game. So give me the under.
You spot on, Josh. Eddie, you took the over, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, you spot on there, Josh. I'm gonna go with Miami to cover that. I think I heard Haynes King might not play in this game. I'm not sure, but I heard something about that on the radio today, that he was questionable, maybe doubtful, something like that. They got to come out with it on Wednesdays now, but I can't remember how they listed it. But if he plays, I don't think he'll be full strength. Georgia Tech's going to have trouble scoring. I'm going to take Miami in the under also.
Miami and the under, huh?
Yeah, I think Miami will build up a good lead and start salting it away.
I think
Well, the line's moving the other way, so I think Haynes might be playing.
They listed him either questionable or doubtful.
Yeah, well, it's Wednesday. They're going to list everybody as doubtful on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we'll move on to the next game on our schedule. Arkansas State, the Red Wolves, 5-3, taking on Louisiana. Louisiana is 7-1 on the year. Louisiana favored by 14. The over and under is 59.5. Give me Louisiana and the under. Easy.
Yeah, I agree. If the weather's coming through, it's not going to be a very pretty ball game. Louisiana will win. Butch Jones got that UT in him. He'll find a way to screw it up. So I'm taking Louisiana and 14, and I'm taking the under as well.
Well, I can't go against my Raging Cajuns. I'm going to take Raging Cajuns, and I'm going to go over. They've been scoring a lot of points in their games.
And I'm going to take the Arkansas State Indians and the under with that weather coming in.
Ooh, go Red Wolves, huh?
A-State's been scoring some too.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually agree with Mark on this one. I'm gonna take Louisiana, and give me the under on this.
Raging
Well,
Cajuns.
I
Lafayette.
hate to do this. He's in the lead, but he's going to be out there on that island on this one, taking Arkansas State. Because I'm going to go with the rest of y'all. We're going to give up the 14 points. I'm going to take Louisiana, and for the 4th game in a row, I'm taking the under. I think there's going to be some unders going. So give me Louisiana and the under.
I saw that this week too. There's a lot of unders this week, I think.
Very interesting. We got to change the name of our podcast?
No.
No.
No. Oh, no. Say it, Johnny.
No.
You took the over. We stay with it.
Hey, Johnny, I got hey, Johnny Paul Peters has got a comment for you.
I know, I heard that.
Have a little issue at work this morning, Johnny, with your ball sack or what?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, so we'll move on. The Michigan Wolverines at 5-4, taking on the number 8 team in the nation, Indiana. The Hoosiers are 9-0. Indiana favored by 14. The over and under is 48.5. Guys, here's the interesting fact about Michigan Wolverines. Last time they lost 5 or more games was back in 2014, and they're looking at probably going to do that. Matter of fact, I am going to take IU. IU is favored on the matchup predictor at 86.9. So give me IU, and I believe I have the over as well. Go Hoosiers!
I'm with the birthday boy on this one.
Well, hey, that's 2 in a row, baby. I'm on it.
Bad week for you, Kenny.
Got to play the odds. He can't suck all year. He's got to get something.
That's right. Thank you. Hey, it's my birthday. I got some good picks today.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm with Mark.
I agree with y'all. Basketball. Yeah, basketball team got a football team this year. I'm gonna go with Indiana, and I'm gonna go the over.
And my lead just keeps getting bigger week by week. Give me Michigan plus 14 and the over.
I almost went that way.
They're playing at Indiana there, buddy.
There's 2 points I gained.
I'm starting to think that Eddie's trying to beat that 3-point week. So I think the question you're going to ask at the end of this game is who's your daddy, and it's going to be Indiana talking to Michigan. So give me Indiana and give me the over.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I'm with you, Mark. Again, that's 2 for 2 with me.
Here's an interesting fact on Indiana. While Army hasn't trailed for a second this whole year, Indiana has beat everybody they played by at least 14.
That's right. That is correct. 14.
They're playing at home. Michigan can't score. Indiana is going to roll. They're going to stay undefeated. Give me Indiana, and this game I will take the over.
Roll Hoosiers.
Yeah, Hoosiers.
All right, guys, that's our 5 picks. So it's time to give us a shout out to those sponsors. JB, who we got on the sponsorship board tonight?
Well, we got a special one because Mark had some trouble last week. So when your car can't go, you need to call Pinky Toe Towing, baby. He'll get you where you need. He dozes, but he doesn't closes. Also, we're going to be brought to you by Lay's Potato Chips. With the economy today, yes, we charge you $7 for a bag, but $4 of that is going to be straight air. And also brought to you by Spotify. You better pay us $5 or we're going to whisper about a McChicken every 30 seconds. Along with music, we got Sirius XM. Hope you like us. Hope you like us because it's impossible to cancel us. And finally, our number one sponsor.
Happy
That's right. When your cum tank is full of stank, get you some Happy Nuts, the comfort cream that's made from a dream.
That comfort cream made for a dream, baby. How about you, Happy Nuts? Hey, special shout out to all them. We had some new of the night, Spotify and Sirius XM. Hey, man, I listen to those two all the time. So we thank y'all for joining the sponsorship list here on I'll Take the Over. We got a couple more. What we got, Doug Edwards?
Now we got Edwards Freight Service at phone number 573-922-0002 for all your hauls from Memphis, Tennessee. Man, don't go down there in that dangerous place. You'll often get shot, you carjacked or something. Come on, call me. I'll go make a trip for you.
You call, we'll haul.
Call, I haul. That's right.
That's right. Hey, we got Manly's Meat Wagon where nobody beats our meat but us, baby. Woo! All right. Thanks to all our fine sponsors out there.
Hold up.
Johnny Grissom has wheeled in us a sponsor.
If that Happy Nuts don't work for you, you always can use some Boudreaux butt cream.
That's it. There it is. You got Boudreaux's back, baby.
Boudreaux, baby. It works for that butt.
That's right.
Woo!
Hey, that's in high demand since last night, too. That butt cream is being sold worldwide.
Hey, it's going y'all. Some of y'all gonna need it after these picks I've been hearing.
Oh, chapped asses, huh, Dougie?
Yeah.
Woo! Boy, there is a lot of chapped asses out there today. So I bet the old stock market is soaring today, boy.
Man, yeah, over 1,600 points.
Yeah, I think it started going up last night. Actually, as those states were turning red, as the stock market was. So, all right, now we'll move on with our picks. Number 21, those Colorado Buffaloes and Neon Dion still hanging around. They are 6-2, taking on those Red Raiders of Texas Tech, who had a big win over the Cyclones of Iowa State. Texas Tech is 6-3. Colorado favored by 3. The over and under is 62.5. Man, I'm going to take Colorado. Give me my. Well, no, I'm giving up 3 actually, but I'm going to take the over of 62.5. So the Buffs and the over for me.
I don't think I need to tell you. I don't think I need to say it. You can't bet against Shador. You can't bet against Travis Hunter anymore. It don't matter the schedule. It don't matter the opponent. What do you say, Dougie? They win. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Give me
Couldn't
Colorado.
even
all
beat
that matters.
They couldn't even
Damn you, baby.
Yeah.
couldn't even beat Nebraska.
Wow. Look,
I don't
You
think,
taking-
I don't
you-
think you want to go there, Lane James, Brian Kelly. I don't think you,
You
want to
got
go
the
there.
over
We're
or
going to
the
give up
under?
the 3. We're going to give up the 3, and we're going to take the over.
Oh, Kenny Prime.
That's Kenny Norvell.
That's it.
Kenny Trump, hell, he's everybody tonight.
Hey, he's not pardoned Norvell. He's putting him in jail. Stealing money.
prime time, baby. That's where I'm gonna be tomorrow, about 7:20. It's gonna be a lot of snow down there this week. I'm gonna take Colorado -3, prime time all the way. I'm gonna go with the under.
Man, you were so close, Johnny. So close.
At least maybe I get one.
You're going to get one.
Boy, I hate picking them, but I'm going to go prime time and the over.
Shit, now I might be screwed.
Take the under.
Well, hey, hold on now. Team Kenny. Team Kenny was 3 for 3 with Mark this week, which is a rarity. But throw JB in the mix too. We are now 3 for 3 together, Mark, because you're
Got me
right,
some
brother.
points this week, baby.
Colorado, give me Coach Prime and give me the over. This is going to be a hangover game for Texas Tech. They're
I
going to
think
come
that.
out of this and say, what did we do last week? And I think Colorado, honestly, I think they're going to make a statement this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Colorado's a better team than Iowa State anyway, man.
Yeah.
Well, I got a statement for you. You're all wrong.
Oh,
Vegas, I got a statement for the Westgate Sportsbook out in Las Vegas. Vegas, you got the wrong team favored. Give me that home dog, Texas Tech. Guns up, baby. Guns up. They got the wrong team favored. Texas Tech, it wasn't no joke. Texas Tech is hard to beat, and especially right there. Texas Tech's going to win this game outright. Texas Tech's going to push the score over because they're going to have by 42 to 45 points by themselves. Colorado will score by 28.
Damn.
My dad's saying Lubbock, Texas is a miserable place to start. Lubbock sounds like another name for your tank anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It used to be dry. I don't know if it still is, but
Hey.
back in the 90s it was dry.
Lubbock needs some of this to rub on that tank.
No,
hard-
well,
they
Texas
hard to
Tech
beat
gonna
them.
need some of that butt cream Johnny got after Colorado gets that ass. Well,
Yeah.
I just got
Hey,
Some of that
Colorado.
Boudreaux.
point.
Colorado about to have a Diddy party up in Lubbock, baby. It's gonna be called Lubbock, Texas, baby.
Colorado couldn't even beat Nebraska. I got no faith in them.
All right, guys, we'll move on. Is the Oklahoma Sooners 5-4 have not had a good season at all in the SEC. They have been welcomed with butt whoopings as they take on the Mizzou Tigers. Mizzou 6-2. Mizzou favored by 1 point at home. Over and under is 41.5, guys.
42 and a half.
I got 42.
It is 42.5. Excuse me, the line changed on that one too. So it is 42.5. So, question is, will Brady Cook play or not? And we know Mizzou struggles with Drew Pine at quarterback. But I don't care. I cannot pick Oklahoma. Fuck the Sooners. Go Tigers. So give me Mizzou. And I'm going to take the under for sure.
Birthday boy, I'm still with you. MIZ
The OU.
-1 in the under. I wish we knew if Brady was going to play because that makes it that over/under number.
Man, the way I look at it, you're not going to hold that kid out. They're going to have to put a strap jacket on him, tie him to the hospital bed or whatever, man.
They ain't just been setting the world on fire with him and scoring.
No, that is true, but they definitely.
They ain't going to score shit.
They
with
definitely.
Pine,
That's
I mean,
right.
That's true.
Pine's going to be responsible for 14 of Oklahoma's points.
Without
Let's
him,
just
they're
remember
not
he's
gonna
had an extra rest week too, so they had a bye last week, so that's good too, and that gives Pine time to get some plays in with. Well, some plays with the number ones, which he hadn't had all year. So, besides the Alabama game, he loves the Alabama colored jersey, I guess, because he loved to throw to it.
And what color is Oklahoma?
Same.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm gonna go with Mizzou, man. But hey, I'm gonna go over on that.
Mm.
Man, the theme with your boy the last two games is start, get hurt, go out. Oklahoma's got a D that's going to hit them. And they're bringing Jackson Arnold back. I think he's going to try to prove he should be starting. I'm going to take the Sooners in the over.
Ooh. That hurt me, Eddie. That hurt me.
Wow.
He's trying to win. He don't care.
Well, speaking of winning, all Team Kenny does is win. Make it 4 for 4 with me, Kenny, and Mark again.
Woo! Team Mark.
Mizzou, Team Manly. Yeah, Team Birthday Boy. Mizzou is coming off a bye week, okay? So that's one. Number two, they're a top 20 defense in the country. They give up less than 20 points a game. I think it's like 17 a game. They're going to play ball control all day. They're going to keep it low. I don't think the over-under is going to hit 40, to be honest with you. Mizzou's going to win by less than about 4, maybe 5. So
Love
give me
it.
Mizzou and the under.
That's a game I'll be at, too, by the way, after Hayti beats Van Favre.
Well,
Who'd you say? Brett Favre?
Yeah.
well,
Brett Favre University.
Mizzou's been struggling scoring. Oklahoma put up a lot of points last week. Who did they play? Maine? Somebody like that?
It was Maine.
Exactly right.
Jackson.
Yeah.
So you get a little carried away with your Jackson Arnold or whatever pick there, Eddie. I mean, yeah, he had a real good week last week. He played Maine. Come on, man. Come on, Maine.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. This is Memphis. Memphis, Maine.
Yeah, come on, Maine. You know better than that. Here's another one. I'm leaving you out there. You Gilligan tonight because you own several islands out there. We can't.
Eddie's gonna win 2 points this week.
Eddie's island hopping,
You
man.
better hope I do, or I'm going to talk a lot of shit next week.
Man, you ain't kidding.
I'm gonna take Missouri, and I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna go with Johnny there. I think it's
Damn.
barely over.
We're gonna call you Coach Hawaii next week because you just a straight island,
Man,
Coach Gilligan.
he's island hopping.
man.
Oh, Coach Gilly.
Let's see, that's 1, 2.
You have to wear a Hawaiian shirt next week.
That's 3 of them. He's out on the island though.
If
Dang.
you
I don't
cry
know if that's ever
baby,
happened.
if you
I don't
cry
think
baby
that-
of the week, you got to wear a Hawaiian shirt on the show next week.
I got the perfect shirt for next week. I'm wearing.
I
Hey,
bet that.
And we still got 3 to pick.
We do. Speaking of that, those South Carolina Gamecocks, man, the best 5-3 team in the nation, boy. That sandstorm, when it hits hard, guys. They are 5-3. Vanderbilt, the number 24 team in the nation. Wow, they are at 6-3. South Carolina favored by 3. The over and under is 46.5. Excuse me. South Carolina coming off a big win. They're led by quarterback Sellers. I tell you, I think I was talking to Sherman, and Sellers with that number 16. He reminds me of Brad Smith, the quarterback from Mizzou. Can run it and throw it. He has over 1,212 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 4 picks. And then, of course, Pavia of Vanderbilt is a great quarterback. He has 15 touchdowns and only 3 INTs. This game is at Vandy. I feel a South Carolina letdown as Vanderbilt, but Coach Clark knows how to play that defense. So give me Vandy, and I'm going to take the over of 46.5.
I'm taking Vandy in the over as well. Letdown game.
I agree with both of y'all. Vandy, I'm going to take the over too.
Well, shit, I might be on an island again. Give me South Carolina in the over.
It looks like you're going to be, Eddie.
I'm reading it from my paper, man. I'm 0 for 2 picking against Vandy this year. So we'll see.
Hey, Doug, can we change your tagline just for this pick here and just say, Eddie, you got the wrong team pick.
You said it.
Give me Vandy. Give me Vandy and just give me the over. I don't know what else to say. Go ahead, Doug.
Well, last week I was out on an island. I was out on an island with South Carolina. All of y'all thought Texas A&M was gonna roll. Oh, they beat LSU. Ooh, they're great. They're undefeated in the SEC. Texas A&M. It's a little different story when you go on the road. South Carolina can play some ball. They got a really good defense. Their front seven is awesome. This is a tough game to pick, but I'm not going to leave Eddie on that island on this one. I already had South Carolina marked. I'm going to roll with them again this week. They did me good last week. I got them in the over. And this week I'm going to take them in the under. So we're going to try to rack up 2 more points with South Carolina. Give me South Carolina and the under. I think they're going to get Vandy.
Should be a great game either way, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Vandy's defense is tough, and they're at Vanderbilt.
Defense is.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's going to be a great game. I think that, honestly.
They will get after Pavia.
Yeah, they're going to have to catch him because he can scramble. All right, next on our schedule is the number 2 team in the nation. Well, actually, if you go by the college football playoffs, because these are the AP when we did this sheet. Georgia comes in at number 2. They're 7-1 versus the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss is 7-2. Georgia favored by 2.5 in Oxford. Over and under is 54.5. Of course, Carson Beck has not played his best football, guys, these last few games. A lot of INTs. Jackson Dart, to me, is the better quarterback. He has 21 touchdowns and only 3 INTs. So, with all the struggles, 11 interceptions on the year for Mr. Carson Beck at Oxford, I believe the Ole Miss Rebels get it done. This is a risk pick. Hotty toddy. Gosh almighty. Ole Miss is about to beat somebody. Give me the Rebels and the over of 54.5.
No.
No. Not so fast.
No.
Not so
I
fast.
don't disagree.
No. Mm-mm.
I'll be on the island on this one.
No. Somebody else will take you. I'm Georgia and 2.5 in the over.
No reason. That's it. Just because of Georgia.
I mean, if we're gonna, if just we always talk head coaches, if it's Lane Kiffin, Kirby Smart, I'm taking Kirby.
I'm going to take Georgia too. And I'm going to take the under on this one.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to take the under.
Me some defense, huh?
Maybe.
No shit.
Mark, I'm shocked by your pick. I'm going to start by giving a shout out to someone I know who's watching. Brent Watson and his dad, Ronnie, big Georgia fans. I'm going to ride with their boys. Beck struggled and they've still won. So I think they cover and it goes over.
Yeah, Mark. We were 4 for 4, but no longer. It's
Oh, no.
yeah. No.
All good
it's
things
too-
must come to an end.
It has to. Happy birthday, but yeah, it's getting the time of year where Kirby Smart starts gearing up Georgia to start playing playoff ball. What better way to do it than against Ole Miss? Ole Miss is going to come in hot, but I'm going to tell you what, Georgia's going to settle them down real quick and just put their foot on the throat and just keep it there. Give me Georgia definitely to cover and give me the over.
Who's that coming down the track?
It's the lane train, I guess. Let me tell you, guys.
Woo! I know Doug ain't gonna go with Ole Miss.
Hey,
No, he ain't. Don't let him fool you.
hey, the lane train got rolling last week. What have some of y'all said for the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Jackson Dart's checked out, man. He's just worried about his NFL career now. He's checked out. He didn't check out last week at Fayetteville. They put up 61 points, 61, 63, something like that. Put up over 60 points. Ole Miss finally got that offense going like they want to, but this week they're playing Georgia. There's a little bit of different defense in that Arkansas defense. And Lane Train, he can't win big games because he's going to do something stupid. He's going to go for it on his own 25 in the first quarter. He's going to pull something like that. I've got to take Georgia. Georgia plays for their competition a lot this year. You know, they play just enough to win. They play down if they're playing a down team. They play up if they're playing an up team. They've had one real bad half against Alabama that they couldn't quite overcome. They almost did, though. Georgia's going to win this game, and the score's going to go over.
There you go, folks. Sherman Manley says Ole Miss can shake up the rankings with a win this week. That is very true. If it can happen. All right, so
It's gonna be like they're gonna be like a 13-year-old boy in the nutsack, and they're gonna drop. That's what they're gonna do in the rankings.
Ole Miss is done after this week.
Yeah.
Speaking of done, the loser of this game is going to be done as well. Number 11, Alabama, 6-2, taking on the LSU Tigers. Are also 6-2. Looks like Bama favored at Baton Rouge in a night game by 2.5. That is very interesting, guys. The over and under is 59.5.
54.
Of course. What is it?
54.
I got
59.
It's 59.5.
Oh, I wrote it down. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. It's all right.
So,
We understand the wind blows a lot down there, Hurricane.
Yeah, hurricane.
so 59.
Oh, pencil tip broke.
Oh, number 2 got erased, didn't it?
Let me
Yeah.
take this.
With 1,900 yards, leads the way for Bama. He has 13 touchdowns, 6 INTs. Nussmeier has over 2,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. I believe Nussmeier is the better quarterback out of the two guys. Give me LSU in the night game. Go Tigers. I'm going to take the under of 58.5 as well. With 57.
Mark, that's absolutely correct. It will be under.
What?
That's the only thing you got correct.
Damn.
Once again, as Josh said earlier, guy can't win the big game. Well, this is obviously a big game. This is life or death. This is playoff or no playoff. This is shut up or put up. This is go play in the Jack Meoff Bowl against Jack Meoff State. And that's where they're headed. Bama, minus 2.5 in the under.
Hey, where's that located at?
In Baton Rouge.
The Jack Meoff.
In Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Oh, the Baton Rouge.
He will not win the big game.
Baton Rouge.
Hey, man, every time I go with LSU, they end up losing. They look like shit.
Take them again, Johnny. I need the points.
No, hell no. But roll tide, baby. Roll tide. Yeah, babe, I say roll tide.
Hey, Johnny about to be homeless.
No, this my house.
Look, he even got the dog barking. He got the dog barking on that pick.
I'm gonna take Alabama.
Hey, even the dog knows better, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, real quick, do that roll tide again. Get that dog going.
Roll Tide! Roll Tide! Mama home.
I'm gonna be Mike
gonna
Johnny.
kick your butt.
Hey, Johnny gonna have a big plug out of that ass.
Hey, I just gotta make it to the airport tomorrow by 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
That's
key
all
word,
I
you
got
got to make it there first, so.
Yeah, I gotta make it there first.
Oh hell!
You got that dog upset, man. He gonna bark rest of the night.
Come on, Doug. Why you so frowning down there, man? You look so sad down there.
Hey,
Man, what's our?
Doug been saying that ever since that A&M loss.
I'm
Yeah,
happy I'm happy you picked against us. I hated you pulled for us a couple weeks ago. ain't nothing wiping the smile off my face today. You couldn't knock it off with a baseball bat.
Hey,
Promise,
but
baby.
hey, I'm gonna be on your side. Hey, we did see LSU beat Alabama in overtime. That was a good game.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah. Roll Tide.
January.
baby, roll
Hey, you
Tide.
gotta wait till January 7th on that drilling.
Hey, I just don't want him to tax my overtime. I'm gonna take Alabama -2.5, and I'm gonna go under on this one.
Great pick, Johnny.
I'm 1 for 1 when I say this. Vegas, you got the right team favored. Roll Tide and give me the over.
I gained a point.
Man. All right, number one, when fucking Johnny said "Roll Tide" and the dog barking, and then Doug following it up with "You couldn't take the smile off my face with a baseball bat." Look at him.
Look at him. Look at him.
He's concerned, though, ain't he?
Hey, what time is this game being played?
It don't matter. Night game. It's a
6:30.
night game at Baton Rouge.
6:30.
How many night games has LSU played this year? A couple, haven't they?
Several.
So yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
Ain't
night
played
game.
nobody.
It's a night game. It's at Death Valley. LSU has been groomed for this moment. All right, I'm just telling you.
By who?
Give me
By
us.
us. Been groomed.
by Hey, Kenny, you're my boy. You're my dog.
You know they got Big James 2.0 on the sideline. What are you doing?
No, Big
Let the
James
man
2.0. Big James 2.0 is
Norvell.
Lane Kiffin. That's Lane Kiffin. This
Whipping.
week is
whipping.
going to be this is going to be Kelly's week. Give me LSU to win, and we're still going to stay under with this. But give me go Tigers.
Hey, you see what your dad says there? Brian Kelly gonna lose when he throw his team under the bus?
Ain't gonna worry about it because hurricane coming through. Won't be no buses. There'll be boats.
He won't have to worry about that.
That hurricane might go to Texas.
When's that hurricane supposed to hit?
Sunday, Saturday, or something.
Oh, so it won't affect the game now.
Yeah,
It's
it
gonna
might.
be- it's
What is
gonna be-
last thing? It was going to the west to
It's gonna
Texas.
be some rain. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
little
it
rain.
might have some rain, but
wet.
hey, I have saw that hurricane do some crazy shit before. Come in, go back in the Gulf, and come back in and hit you again.
Must be one that was a woman.
Y'all want me to pick?
Probably
Go
so.
ahead, Doug.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
let's hear that wrist pick, Doug.
Yeah. It's like this right here. This is a playoff game. The playoffs have started already.
Playoffs.
The
They ain't
loser of
gonna
this
make it.
game is out. And I'll tell y'all something. I'll tell you a little story. About 2 years ago, the last time Alabama came into Tiger Stadium and played a night game, they had a guy named Nick Saban. You know, he can't never win the big game. Or Brian Kelly. That wasn't a big game, though, that Brian Kelly won that night. I was sitting there and watched that game from the student section along with Hurricane Johnny up there. Best football experience I've ever been to. Stormed the field with all the crazy kids, got out there in the middle of them. We beat them by 2. Big brass balls. Kelly goes for 2 in overtime instead of for the tie. He goes for the win. What do? We hit Mason Taylor, corner of the end zone. See you, Alabama. You lose. You don't come into Tiger Stadium at night and push us around. I guess that wasn't a big game because we all know Kelly's never won a big game. He
Never
didn't
has.
win his first year to the SEC championship because he didn't win a big game none that year. Okay, He's gonna win this game right here. And another thing, you asked about night games. I can tell you this record. Kelly is 13-0 at LSU when playing at night in Tiger Stadium.
Oh,
That's his third
shit.
year.
Shit,
13-0. Undefeated at night, and it ain't gonna change this week. Alabama, you're done. They put your butts in last year when you didn't deserve it. You're not going to playoffs this year with 12 teams. You're out. LSU wins this game. You got the wrong team favored, Vegas, again. LSU, and give me the under. And that's it. Go Tigers.
Old Doug done gave the jinx stat. As soon as I heard 13-0, I want to change my pick. I'm with you, Doug. I'm riding through the hurricane. I'm riding through the hurricane with you, brother.
Hey, it's never late to change it.
Best football game I've ever been to. Them students get crazy in that section. And we
Go
stormed
Tigers.
darn right
That
we
place
did.
gonna be rocking, man.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Shaq was there and everything that night. He was
Oh,
right
yeah.
down there standing right below us.
That's a big old boy.
Man, we had a time, did we, Johnny?
Oh yeah. No, all
Ain't
kind of
nothing
weed
like
that night. He was smoking the shit out of weed that night.
We had a
Somebody
good time.
Oh yeah.
We had a good time that game I went to at night time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't stand up that night.
No, you could not.
Ain't nothing like it.
All right, let's get on to the wild card games, guys. Wild cards are worth 5 points. And if you hit the score, the exact score, you get an extra 5 for 10. So that can change a lot in our weekly standings and yearly standings. Well, I'm not going to let Johnny Grissom take my pick this week. Give me the BYU Cougars minus the 3.5 over Utah. The over and under is 40.5. I'm going to take the over, Dougie. Give me the Cougars, baby.
Well, damn it, Mark, you. I have two. I
Hey,
have
let
two
him give a
listed.
score. Let him give a score just in
Oh, I
case.
thought he did.
Oh, I had it wrote down. I think 34 to. Nope, what'd I say? Yeah, 34 to 20.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't say it.
All right, my bad, Dougie. I thought he did.
That's all right.
Mark, I had that game picked as the first one, so I won't take it. But I went a little further and I found Navy minus 2.5 against South Florida. Over under is 57.5. I'm taking the under 35-13 Navy.
Navy's struggling here lately.
So South Florida.
What was
They're
your
averaging
score?
35-13.
Good.
Good.
So, look, y'all, I'm gonna dedicate this to the people who serve in the army, who are not with us anymore, the women, men that fight for this country. I'm gonna take Army. They're minus 5.5. They're playing against North Texas, and the over and under is 63.5. I went over on that game. Final score.
Hey, hold on. Johnny, that's a great pick because North Texas' last 6 ball games have all gone over.
Yeah,
That's a great pick.
They're
and,
1-7 though.
Yeah. I'm on the final score is 48-27.
Army.
48-27.
Okay.
Johnny, I had that one written down going the opposite way, so I'm not taking it.
Oh,
I
no.
do think this is hey, they trail this week. North Texas is gonna get on them, but I'm gonna go with Syracuse.
Damn.
Minus 2.
That was my third one.
Yeah, I looked at that one. I almost took it. I said, "Nah, Eddie gonna take Syracuse."
That's my third one. I
I'm
was riding
riding
the
my boy
McCord train.
McCord,
That
Give
was
me
my third. I
Q's
was riding
minus 2.
McCord.
and I'm gonna go over 34-24.
Great pick, Coach Rule. I had that as my third one.
You got over under 53.5.
Yeah, over.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
what
that's
you had
what I
50
got it at.
That's what I've
Yeah.
got mine wrote down. I don't have another one
Okay.
backed up.
Well, you
going
should have
over.
known better. You always got to have backups.
You're going over.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug,
I got you one, Doug.
You can pick the same game if it's a different score and you're going differently.
I had Syracuse, but I did have the under, but I had Syracuse.
Doug, why are you so red tonight?
Because I'm happy. I turn that way when I'm happy.
Them damn Miller Lights. Them Miller Lights.
No, I'm red just like the state of Missouri, baby. 3 counties went blue. That's it.
Hey.
The whole state was red.
Hey, I got an issue with the state of Missouri. How you gonna
Amendment 3. What am I?
exactly and almost vote down Amendment 2? I mean, had they even called that yet?
I heard them say they called it that the no people were not going to ask for a recount. It was 4,300 and something votes over.
Yeah. So, and by the way, guys,
50.1%.
Amendment 2 is the legalized sports gambling. So it barely passed, but yet they passed abortion. You can have an abortion now in the state of Missouri.
It had
Wow.
52%.
Yeah, it passed big time.
Yeah.
So y'all can bet now.
Yeah, I was listening. I didn't hear. I had it on the radio, and the guy was talking about when it's going to be implemented and all that. But it was cutting in and out of the AM station. But he said they did finally call it. It was 4,000. There was still like 1% of the vote out, and it was 4,000 something votes ahead of what it of passing. So.
So before JB picks and Kenny gets y'all, I will gladly send you my referral from DraftKings and Caesars so I can get those free bonus bets.
There you go.
I need to look at a dadgum wild card game.
I got you one.
I got
He said he going to look. Fuck Mark.
yeah, he's looking right now.
He said I can't listen to Mark.
Well,
Kind of hard to take tips from the guy in last place.
now you look. I'm about to give my pick here, and he gonna come back and be like, all right, what'd you say? Yeah.
We got you, Josh. Go ahead.
I'm
right.
writing them down.
I ain't gonna be able to
So-
do it while I'm on here.
So
Here
Mark
I am.
already
I can't.
Mark already went with one Cougar, but you
You
guys
going to
know.
State, ain't you?
Well, I was going to, but that spread's too high. That one was too high. That one was just over 20. I think it's 20 and a half is what it was. But the one thing I love next to a Cougar is a good old Beaver. All
Beaver.
right? So Oregon State is going to be hosting San Jose State this week. And Oregon State is favored by 4.5. But the problem I have is Oregon State is terrible. They're not a very good football team. So I'm going to take San Jose State to cover and upset Oregon State in Corvallis. Over under is at 54.5. So give me San Jose State plus 4.5 under, and give me a final score of, believe it or not, 35-13.
Good score, Josh.
Thank you.
Well, what about if I send y'all on the messenger about 5 minutes from now? Well, man,
I'm good with that.
so I didn't even. I got in late. I had to do the scores, through the games we were doing. I looked at one wild card, and I should have known Eddie grabbed that sucker.
Hey, there's no games being played tonight. I'm good. If you get it in by midnight, I'm good with that.
I'll get it in about 5 minutes. That's too close.
Got to time stamp it.
Yeah.
Time stamp.
We don't need no recounts.
I'll let
Hey,
you
we
know.
got to have a recount, too, when we get off the air before everybody signs out. Because Eddie has thrown the challenge flag.
Eddie's counting 15 points from last week.
Damn.
I
jumped the number.
thought you said 14.
He did earlier. He did.
I pulled my
Oh,
sheet
here we
out
go.
to recount it.
Yeah. We definitely going to have some arguments off this one. I can't wait. Maybe we might should record this one. Going to be some interesting facts. All right, guys, that is it for tonight's episode of I'll Take the Over podcast. And next week, we're going to add another little twist to the game as we're going to talk about Heisman Trophy and our predictions for that next week. So be interesting as we move on. And we have week number 2 to talk about as far as the college football playoffs. So this is I'll Take the Over podcast. That's Johnny Grissom, Big
Roll
Lane
Tide.
James, Eddie. Great job, America Rule. And that dog is still barking every time he says Roll Tide. That's Doug Edwards. And
Tigers.
Donald J. Trump down there. Kenny Court. Kenny Norvell saying so long for I'll Take the Over podcast right here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. Thanks to all our listeners, Steve Brown, Sherman Manley, our loyal supporters out there each and every week, and Mr. Paul Peters. We need to let Paul Peters do our Happy Nut commercial because that Peters and Happy Nuts go together. We'll see you next week right here on the Boot Hill Sports Network.